Part 1. It started on a rainy Tuesday in Chicago. Emma missed her train and rushed into a small coffee shop to escape the cold. Her umbrella flipped inside out, her coat soaked, and her fingers numb. She sat near the window with a cup of steaming black coffee, trying to shake the chill. Moments later, Jason walked in, laughing on his phone, not paying attention. He bumped into her table, and the coffee splashed across both of them. "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," he said, grabbing napkins and trying to help. Emma looked up, clearly annoyed, but the warmth in his eyes made her pause. He offered her his dry hoodie. She hesitated, then accepted. "You owe me another coffee," she said. He grinned. "Deal. I'll even throw in a conversation." They talked for hours. Books, weird childhood dreams, worst dates, favorite cities. She found herself laughing in ways she hadn't in years. He didn't try to impress her, just listened and shared. She realized she had missed 2 more trains, but didn't care. As she got up to leave, Jason scribbled his number on her coffee cup. "If the universe is cool with it, I'd like to see you again." She smiled, holding the cup. "Guess we'll see." Part 2. Emma stared at the cup that night. His number stood out in black ink. She wanted to text him, but fear held her back. She had trusted too quickly before and paid the price. But this felt different. After 2 days of debating, she finally sent, "Hey, so..." The universe said yes. Jason read the message and smiled so wide his roommate asked if he'd won something. Their second meeting was a walk along the lakefront. Cold wind, shared earbuds, cheap tacos. He had made her a playlist, songs about rain and fate. She wore his hoodie, the one from the coffee shop. They didn't talk about deep things, just laughed and listened. At the end of the night, they both looked back after saying goodbye. Same moment, same smile. It wasn't just attraction. Something was starting. Steady, sincere, and real. Part 3. Jason canceled plans just to see her. Emma found herself letting go of her guard. She told him about her anxiety, her mother's illness, the boyfriend who left when things got hard. Jason listened. Didn't interrupt, didn't try to fix. He simply stayed. One night, she fell asleep on his chest during a movie. His arm went numb, but he didn't move. He just held her. That night, he knew he was falling for her. Emma noticed it too. She caught herself smiling at her phone, rereading his texts. She began imagining a future, not a fantasy, but a quiet, real one. And for the first time in a long time, that future didn't scare her. Part 4. Jason brought her to a rooftop he used to visit alone. Strings of lights dangled above. The city stretched endlessly below. "I come here when I need to breathe," he said. Emma sat beside him. "Can I come here even when you're fine?" He smiled. "Especially then." They kissed, slow, soft, certain. No rush, just 2 people who'd finally found each other. That night, something shifted. They weren't just dating, they were building. Part 5. Emma introduced him to her dad, a retired cop with a stare that could break glass. He grilled Jason over dinner. "What are your intentions with my daughter?" Jason answered without blinking. "To respect her, stand by her, and love her right." Her dad didn't say much after that, but later, Emma squeezed Jason's hand. "He's tough, but he'll come around." That night, she told Jason she loved him. He said it back without hesitation. Part 6. Life threw punches. Emma lost her job. Jason got offered a position in Seattle. They sat in her kitchen, trying to pretend everything was fine. "I feel like we're slipping," Emma whispered. Jason shook his head. "Even if everything else falls apart, I won't let go." He turned down the Seattle offer. "Why?" she asked. "Because I'd rather build something real with you than chase something temporary alone." Part 7. They hustled together. Emma freelanced. Jason took photography gigs. They stayed up late editing, critiquing, laughing. They fought over fonts, made up with pancakes. They became a team. One night over candles and cheap wine, Jason said, "Do you ever think about forever?" Emma smiled. "Every day." Part 8. Emma's anxiety returned. She shut down some nights. Couldn't talk. Couldn't breathe. Jason sat beside her in silence, hand on hers. "I'm broken," she cried. "No," he said. "You're fighting. That's not broken." He didn't leave. Not once. Part 9. Jason's mom fell ill. He flew to Texas for weeks. Distance hurt. Texts felt dry. Calls were short. They worried. Then Emma sent him a photo of the rooftop. "Still ours." He replied, "I'm coming home," and he did. Part 10. When he returned, they didn't talk about marriage right away. They lived it. Mornings brushing teeth, grocery shopping, movie marathons, sharing silence. One snowy morning, he took her to the coffee shop where they met. In her drink was a ring. "Let's write every chapter together." She cried and whispered, "Yes." Part 11. Wedding plans were chaotic. Emma wanted a small garden ceremony. Jason's mom wanted a church. Her dad wanted barbecue. They compromised. An outdoor wedding with pulled pork sliders and a violinist. They said "I do" under twilight. It wasn't perfect. It was them. Part 12. Marriage was learning each other's habits, leaving cabinet doors open, forgetting laundry, sharing blankets, fighting and forgiving. One night, Emma cried after a hard day. Jason didn't lecture. He made tea, held her, let her be. Part 13. They traveled. Paris, Mexico, tiny Midwest towns. Took wrong trains, slept in airports, got sunburns and food poisoning. Laughed through it all. They made memories in the chaos. Part 14. Emma started teaching art again. Jason built his studio. They worked in the same room, different corners, same rhythm. He'd bring her coffee. She'd leave him notes. They lived in harmony. Part 15. They fought. Of course they did. About bills, about nothing, about too much silence, but they always came back to each other. Said "I'm sorry." Meant it. Part 16. Emma got pregnant. Fear and joy hit at once. She stared at the test, then at Jason. He knelt, kissed her stomach, and said, "Let's do this. Together." Part 17. Pregnancy was rough. Morning sickness, mood swings, doubts. Jason built the crib himself. Emma painted stars on the nursery ceiling. They counted kicks and dreamed of names. Part 18. Their daughter arrived on a spring night. Tears, screams, joy. Jason held her first. "Hi, I'm your dad," he whispered. Emma cried. She'd never seen him look so complete. Part 19. Late nights. Diaper fails, exhaustion, but also tiny socks. First smiles, midnight cuddles. They were tired but happier than ever. Part 20. Years passed. Wrinkles, gray hair, school plays, anniversaries. One evening on the same rooftop, older now, Jason said, "I'd still spill coffee on you again." Emma laughed, "And I'd still miss my train." Their daughter, Lily, grew quickly, faster than they were ready for. First giggle, first steps, first scraped knee. Emma painted animals on her bedroom walls. Jason read her bedtime stories in silly voices. They disagreed on screen time, toys, bedtime routines, but they learned together. Some nights, Lily climbed into their bed at 2 a.m. Jason would grumble, but Emma saw the joy behind his tired eyes. Parenthood wasn't perfect. Some days they snapped. Some days they just survived. But in those quiet moments, tiny socks in the laundry, Lily's hand gripping Jason's finger, they knew this was everything. Part 22. Jason's photography took off. He got published in a major magazine. Clients poured in. Emma cheered the loudest, even when it meant late nights and weekends apart. But one night, after another missed dinner, She said quietly, "I miss you." Jason looked up from his emails. "I'm right here." "No, you're not." He shut his laptop. For the first time in weeks, he saw her, not just as Lily's mom or the woman holding things together, but the girl who once asked to join him on a rooftop. That night, he didn't work. He danced with her in the kitchen instead. Part 23. They planned a weekend away, just the two of them. A cabin in the woods. No phones, no toddler talk, just them. At first, it felt unfamiliar. They hadn't been alone in months. But then, over wine and a crackling fire, they found it again. Their rhythm, their spark, their laughter. Jason kissed her forehead. "I missed this." Emma smiled. "Me too. Let's not forget again." That weekend, they weren't just parents. They were lovers, best friends, dreamers again. And when they came home, they were stronger. Part 24. Emma started painting again. Really painting. Not commissions or classes, but messy soul-level art. Jason turned part of the basement into a studio for her. One evening, she showed him a canvas filled with chaotic colors and gold streaks. "It's us," she said. "All messy, all light." Jason hugged her. "Frame it. It's my favorite thing you've ever made." That painting hung in their hallway for years. A daily reminder that beauty didn't mean perfect, it meant honest. Part 25. They faced loss too. Jason's father passed unexpectedly. The funeral was quiet. Jason barely spoke. At night, Emma found him on the rooftop, staring at the sky. "I should have called more," he whispered. She didn't offer cliches, just held him. "I'm still learning how to say goodbye," he said. She nodded. "Me too." They sat there for hours, stars above, grief between them, but also love. Part 26. Lily turned 7. She wanted a space-themed party. Jason built a cardboard rocket. Emma made galaxy cupcakes. Later that night, after everyone left and Lily fell asleep surrounded by glow-in-the-dark stars, Jason whispered, "She's growing too fast." Emma leaned against him. "Let's slow down where we can." That night, they danced in the living room. No music, just memories. Part 27. A storm hit the city. Power out, trees down. They camped in the living room with candles and soup warmed on a gas stove. Lily thought it was an adventure. Jason and Emma played board games, told stories, laughed like kids. The world outside paused, and inside, everything felt simple again. "I kind of love this," Emma said. "Me too," Jason smiled. "No distractions, just us." Part 28. They started volunteering on weekends, Emma teaching art to kids, Jason capturing moments through his camera. Lily tagged along, handing out crayons, making friends. They weren't just building a family, they were building purpose. One night, Emma said, "This feels right." Jason kissed her hand. "We're finally giving back what we've built." Part 29. They took a second honeymoon. Older now, wiser. They didn't chase adventures. They walked slowly, held hands, watched sunsets. They talked about the past, but also the future. High school, college, grandkids. "Still in this with me?" Jason asked. Emma laughed. "I never left." Part 30. On their 20th anniversary, Jason surprised her with a rooftop dinner. Candles, lights, their original playlist playing softly. "I never forgot our first kiss," he said. Emma teared up. "I never stopped choosing you." They danced under the stars, older now, slower, but still exactly where they belonged.